After the polarization experiments in microwave propagation trainer, we now move on to the distribution of signal after the horn of these antennas. For that, what we need to do is we need to plot the pattern of any of these horn antennas. So for example, if you want to plot the pattern of the transmitting horn, we need to keep the transmitting horn steady, and we need to rotate the receiving horn around the transmitting horn, and we need to keep the transmitting horn at the center of the goniometer, and we need to move the receiver horn around the transmitting horn, and we need to take down the measurements. A plot of these measurements with reference to the angle of the receiver will let us know the power distribution of the horn antenna, and we can find out the beam width of the horn antenna. Then we move on to the experiment for reflection of electromagnetic waves. For that, we put a metal reflector sheet at the goniometer, and we now in this case, for example, the transmitter and receiver are not facing each other, and the signal level right now is 27 dB microvolts. We need to make sure that there are no reflections from the back, because this electromagnetic wave can be reflected off the walls as well. So after noting down this reading of 27 dB microvolts, which makes sure that there is very little signal pickup from around the horn antennas, which again amplifies the use of these high gain horn antennas for this particular experiment. Now we'll try and bounce off some of these waves from this metal reflector. Now we've tried to keep the angle of incidence, which is the angle between the transmitting antenna and the perpendicular to the metal reflector, and the angle of reflection, which is the angle between the normal of the reflector and the angle of the receiver. When the two angles are equal, then these waves are reflected off this metallic reflector in an optical manner, which will also be found out from the level reading. It is 55 dB microvolts. As we had seen earlier in the direct line of sight, the reading was about 57 dB microvolts. So we are able to reflect off almost the same amount of signal by using a metal reflector. As we change the angle of the metal reflector, the received signal strength will correspondingly go down, and we can take a plot of these readings. As you can see right now, it is 39. If we keep on rotating the metal reflector, that is 39, 41, 44, 50, 52. So we can take a plot and we can find out the readings at which the maximum signal strength is being received, and that can be used to verify the law of reflection. Then we come to the experiment for measuring the standing waves. Standing waves are being found when the electromagnetic wave is reflected off an object. There are two ways to perform this experiment. One of the methods to perform this experiment is the direct method. In this method, we are presuming that there is some reflections of electromagnetic wave while it is traversing in between these two horn antennas. So because these horn antennas, besides being capturing, they are reflecting off some of the waves. So because of it, there are standing waves being formed along this length of the transmitter and receiver. So if we move the receiver or the transmitter along this path, then we are going to measure the received signal strength, and that received signal strength will correspondingly pass through a maxima and minima at every half of the wavelength. as can be verified from the received signal strength here. The readings are going to change by a very small amount, because very small amount of standing wave ratio is right now being formed. As you will see, it is 57.5. As I move the receiver towards the transmitter, it is 57.1. The reading is going down. Actually it should have been increasing, which shows that there is a standing wave being formed here. Now you see it passes through a minima, and here it starts increasing again. It's 57.45. now it has reached a maxima, and again it will start passing through a minima. So we can take a note of the minima, because most of the time the minima is very well defined as compared to a maxima. We can take a note of various minimas being formed, and the difference of the adjacent minima will give us half of the wavelength of the electromagnetic wave, which at 10.3 or 10.5 gigahertz will be around 29 millimeters. We can verify the electromagnetic wave length as about 29 millimeter. There is another method to perform this experiment for standing waves. For that, we need to take off the receiver modules from here, and we need to put away the horn antenna. We're not going to use it right now. We're going to connect the receiver module to the dipole test probe provided. Now you see we have a dipole test probe, and right now, and we will try and reflect off the transmitted wave by using a metal reflector. Now, because of the metal reflector is acting as a discontinuity to the propagation of electromagnetic wave, there are standing waves being formed along this part of the table. Now what we'll do is we'll try and probe Now you see the received signal strength is noted as 56 dB microvolts. As we move this probe along the path of propagation, we can measure the standing waves. Right now the polarization of the dipole probe is in the vertical plane, as well as the polarization of the transmitter antenna is also in the vertical plane, because the waveguide to coax adapter probe inside the end connector is in a vertical plane. That's the easiest way to know the polarization of such system. So we can find out that right now we have same polarization of the transmitted signal, and the received signal is being captured by the dipole probe. So as I move this thing, we can find out the standing waves, and again the difference between the two adjacent minimas will give us the half of the wavelength of the electromagnetic spectrum. We can find out the cross polarization discrimination of such a dipole probe. If I change the polarization of this dipole antenna to say horizontal, then very less of signal would be intercepted in this plane. As you can see, the signal strength right now has fallen down to 30 dB microvolts, which shows that the polarization, cross polarization discrimination of the dipole probe is of the order of 20 dB, which shows the quality of the probing system we are using.